Hey guys, I'm making beef jerky, and this is what I used. It's called High Mountain Jerky Cure and Seasoning. This is a hickory blend, and it does about 15 pounds of meat with this. It's a rub that you use. So what you do is you mix it up, the cure and the seasoning, and then you rub it on the meat and you let it sit for 24 hours, and you put it on a dehydrator. I used I-round sliced at a little bit over 1/8 of an inch. Here's what it's starting to look like. I'm going to try and see if it's ready yet, but the dehydrator has been going on for about 1 hour and 40 minutes. Sliced thin, it dries up quicker, so you got to keep an eye on it. I did some 1/4 inch sliced beef jerky, and it took a little bit to dry, about 3 hours, but I'm going to try a piece right now. Right now it's still not completely dry. It just has a couple more minutes to go, but I'm going to try it out and taste it. It's pretty good. It tastes good. It needs just a little bit more to dry. It's a little bit chewy. I got 2 pounds of jerky in this thing, and it took up about 5 trays. Just needs a little bit more to go, maybe 2 hours, because I sliced it thin. Looks good, smells great. Alright, I had this thing going for about 2 hours, and I think it's done. And the reason it's done in 2 hours is because I sliced it really thin, and I was using a dry rub instead of marinating it with teriyaki or soy sauce. Oh yeah, you can tell it's ready. See? It's still a little bit flexible, but doesn't feel like leather. I like the dry rub better because it's quicker than the using, you know, water like soy sauce and teriyaki sauce. It looks great. Like I said, this was 2 pounds of meat. And also, when you use a rub, it's easy to clean this thing. You know, when you put meat that's moist on this thing, it stains the screens. I like it thin. You can make it thicker if you like, you know, it's your preference. And I'm also learning on this. This is like the second time I made it. The first time I made it, I used a recipe I found on the internet, and it came out alright. But then my friend said, hey, use a dry rub. You can see there's a little bit of fat in this, so I'm gonna cut that out. But this ain't gonna, you know, jerky, when you dry it out, it stays for a while. But not in my house. This is what 2 pounds of I-round looks like once you dehydrate it. I'm gonna go through the pieces and cut out the fat if I find any fat, or don't set them aside and eat them first. But it came out pretty good. The hickory flavored seasoning is nice. Thanks for watching my videos. Have a good day.